Alright then, it's time to play Scarlet Rhapsody. And let's see if I get it right this time. Yeah, I've been trying to do this several times, but I kept screwing up. In any case, arcade mode is basically you face 10 opponents. The first 8 are random. The last 2 are always the same no matter who you're playing as. And that's pretty much it. It's the best 2 out of 3 battle, like a normal fighting game. You win the best out of 3, you continue. You lose the best out of 2 out of 3, it's game over. So in some ways it's easier in story mode, in other ways it's harder. Like for example, weather patterns do have an effect on how battles play out in this mode, unlike story mode where they make a big deal of the weather stuff. But you don't have to deal with the spell card spam and the super moves. One thing I learned from my test recordings is I can't count. I kept telling myself to do only 2 people per video to keep it in check because sometimes I think you can fit a 3rd person in, then I find I can't. Because the file size is reaching 2 gigs too fast, and yet, despite the fact that I already faced 2 people, I end up facing a 3rd person and think I haven't faced 2 people yet. Now, one of the things about this mode is that when you beat someone, you get a victory quote. The victory quote is either a generic quote they'll say to anyone. I think they have at least 2 or 3 generic quotes. Or it might be a quote specific to the person you're facing, i.e. a quote that Reimu will only say to Yomu. I've noticed at least 2 Yomu specific quotes, as opposed to a quote she'll say to anyone else. Of course, they're random, so even if I play through story mode twice, I may not get all the unique quotes. Which is kind of sad. Now that's a generic quote, unfortunately. I'm sort of debating about whether or not I should try to purposely get all the quotes possible, or just accept what I get. I'm also debating whether or not to play as all the characters in arcade mode, and there's also the matter of the idea of possibly trying to include all 14 possible matches by getting up to the last 2 matches and then starting this over, trying to get other people to appear. Let's hope at the very least I can count this time. Fortunately, how much there is to talk about in this mode is kind of limited, since really the only thing that changes is I'm not dealing with spell cards, and I'm not facing the same exact opponents I do in story mode. Okay, some of the opponents are the same, like you do face Komachi in story mode with Reimu, but Reimu does not face Yomu in story mode at all, so there's a change there. For now, we'll just see how things go. Granted, one can argue how much effect the weather patterns really have. I tend not to pay much attention to them and even forget what they do. Really, the only one that seems to have a noticeable effect that I actually really noticed are the following. The one that makes it so you can't use physical attacks, which I keep forgetting about. The one like this one, we can't see the cards at all, and the one where the cards become cheaper to use. A spell might cost 3 cards instead of 4. And there we go. Again, this is a generic quote too much sometimes. Alright then, next time we'll take on 2 more opponents, so bye for now.